Kill me! I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of the 1997 horror film Wishmaster. Executive produced by Wes Craven and directed by Robert Kurtzman. For those of you who don't know what this movie is about, essentially it kind of plays on the whole genie concept where you unlock them and you get 3 wishes. But in this world, the jinn, as they're called, are evil beings where if you unleash them, once you have said your 3 wishes and they have granted them, they will be able to tear a hole to our universe and unleash their fellow jinn kind and basically take over the earth, kill humanity, and destroy all of us. So they're horrible beings that you cannot give 3 wishes to, otherwise just calamity for everybody. And it kind of goes from there. And the main character of this movie, of course, a woman, because that's the common horror trope, unleashes a jinn, and throughout a large portion of the movie the jinn is trying to track her down, and then eventually does, and she tries to outsmart him while the jinn goes around and does horrible things to those she cares about. And my whole feeling throughout the entire time I was watching this movie was that it was good, that I was enjoying it, but it should have been much, much better. The concept is awesome. So throughout most of the film, you see the jinn going around, and he takes a human form, and he's going around to these people, and he's trying to get information to be able to track down the woman that he needs to give the 3 wishes, because it has to be the person who woke them up that does the 3 wishes for his plan to come to fruition. So he's going around trying to find this woman, and he has to kind of outsmart everybody around him, because a lot of them obviously do not want to give him the information, but he has to trick them into wishing something of him without realizing that he A, can make it happen, and B, that he's evil, so he will twist what they wish into something horrific for them. And the way in which the way of that story, I think, is really, really cool. The concept, I really enjoy it. I think there's so much there for them to play with, and there's so many scenes that could have been really, really rad. And there are some that are pretty great. Like there's some wishes, the way in which they go awry, or you don't necessarily see coming initially, or if you do, you don't see the way in which they come about. Like there's a girl who he tricks into wishing that she would always look as beautiful as she does now, and you might kind of extrapolate the various things that he could do. Like, I was thinking maybe she'll be like part of a painting or something like that, but nope, that's not what happens. And what happens, it makes perfect sense, and it's horrifying to think that you would be stuck in that position, but wasn't exactly what I was expecting, which is really cool. I really enjoyed that element of it. But by the time the movie comes to an end, by the time he kind of finds the woman that he's looking for, the back and forth between them is nothing special. It just kind of to me, once he gets to her, this movie kind of falls off a ledge. There's a few moments that are kind of great, and the ending of this movie, the way in which she outsmarts him, doesn't really make sense to me, because you have all these scenes in this movie where it's set up that he's done this to other people before who have managed to outsmart him at the last moment, so he's never been able to obviously have his plan work to the degree that he wants it to. But the idea that none of those people would have made a similar wish to what she makes is just foolish, and just makes it look like everybody who's ever tangled with him in the past must be a complete and utter moron. And that kind of irked me, took me out of the film a little bit. And it just was so it's played off like she's come up with something brilliant to outthink him, and it's not at all. And first off, and second off, she kind of does what he's been wanting her to do through the entire movie. So even though what she says might be able to kind of work against him, it also works for him, and I don't know why the working against him completely outdoes the working for him. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about, if you remember it. So the ending didn't really work for me. Basically, most of the scenes that took place after he finally finds the woman he's looking for didn't work for me, but everything before it did. And I really think that this movie as a whole could have been much greater. And I know there are multiple sequels to this film, and I kind of want to go and check them out now, because I did enjoy my experience, but from everything I've seen, it seems like this one is the best of the lot, and I didn't love it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. If you've seen the series, please let me know in the comments below if you think I should check the rest out, if they're worth my time. And I'm a big horror fan, so you know they could be, even if they're entertaining enough, I'll still get something out of them. You know, they don't have to be brilliant for me to want to check them out. So keep that in mind when you make that suggestion to me. Other than that, please hit like. Please let me know if you like this movie in the comments below as well. Like if you hate it, what have you. If you're a Wes Craven fan, whatever you want to say. And like I said, hit that like button. It does awesome things for my channel. Makes it much more likely that people will check out my videos that wouldn't otherwise. And please, please, please subscribe if you're new here. I love talking to you guys about movies, and that will make it so that you're here, hopefully, to check out my videos, and that would just mean the world to me. And hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever one of my videos gets uploaded. Other than that, have yourself a great day.